ma'am. So the others should tell how it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How many of them attended the test?
I think 12 to 13 people, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Just tell me whether it is visible to you. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we'll start from the new topic, governance and polity and administration. Now there are three terms, okay? Governance, polity, and administration. So what you understand by this term governance? What does it mean?
Uh,
Anyone?
go- Governance means basically governing, ma'am, like governance of the state, like that. Polity means maybe the politics, and administration is the all that administration work that is being taken care, maybe by the politicians or whatever. Education could be whatever.
Yeah, actually, governance means, there should be some rules, regulations, authoritative bodies which have to, make those policies, and then you have to, some rules, regulations should be followed by all the people which belongs to that particular region or state or country. And polity is something which is structured properly, properly structured or organized governance. To maintain this governance, polity should be there, some policy, some rules, regulations, some duties, some rights to be assigned to the people, to the authorities also, to the ruler also, and properly organized way of dealing all the fields which a human society or a country should uh, deal in, like education, health, and other things like agriculture, police, administration. And administration is to administer all those policies, or the structured frame, what rules, regulation, how they should be implemented, and how the people should follow. And if there is some violation of those rules and regulations, what to be done, how to be done, and who are the authoritative people, how they administered all those things. So these three terms linked with each other, and they have their origin. And for all those things to be in a proper way, in a structured way, in an organized way, every state or a country or a nation have some, the you can say the structured framework, and that framework we call constitution. So all those things have their origin in the term constitution, and that's why it is very, very important to know your what the constitution meant for the people, and what are the articles, what are the things written in the constitution. You should all know, not all of them you should know, but it is, if something related to the people, because in the constitution there are so many things which judiciary takes into account, police or administration run accordingly whatever written in the constitution. But as a common people, not in the directly in the government sector, But as a common people, you should know what constitution meant for you. So governance signifies a change in the meaning of government, referring to processes of governing, or you can say some conditions of ordered rule, and some methods, how the society is governed. So there is a definition of constitution here. Constitution is a living document, an instrument that makes the government system work. And the Constitution of the United States of America in 1787, according to that Constitution, this definition is given and became this the world's first written constitution. And our constitution also follows the USA's constitution, which is written. Ours is also written constitution. So this is the oldest. The USA's constitution is the world's first written constitution, and it was written in 1787. So you remember this. This is one of the important point. And second important point is the Magna Carta of Constitution is said to be the UK's the origin is UK, and it completed. This is the oldest one, you can say, completed 800 years in 2015. So this is the Constitution of UK is considered as mother of all constitutions and fundamental rights. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, before we start this constituent assembly, I want to uh, just you can note some points about the UK and USA's constitution, which I uh, have not mentioned in the slide. This UK constitution is, here uh, the nominal head of the state, because we know the UK, in UK there is a monarchy system. Okay, so the head of the state is prince or princess, whatever, queen, but they are nominal head. So there is a cabinet system of ministers, and prime minister is the head of the government. And there is a parliamentary system of government in UK also. And this is a bicameral parliament, like more powerful is the lower house that we call here Lok Sabha. And there is a council of ministers which are responsible to this lower house. And there is a speaker. And in this United States Constitution, it is the written constitution, and president being the supreme commander of the armed forces in case of USA. All right, the United States Constitution, and they have some fundamental rights. Supreme Court is the independent judiciary system, and there is a preamble of the constitution in USA. So this is something important points regarding this two main constitutions of the world, USA and UK.
Ma'am, you said Supreme Court is an independent this thing, ma'am, USA?
Yes, yes. Independent judiciary. Actually, here in India also, it is an independent entity. It should not be directly influenced by the government. All right. But in case of appointment of the chief justice or various advocates and justices of high court and like Supreme Court, uh, president nominate them, but uh, with the you can say recommendation of the already appointed judges in the Supreme Court. So there is a council, and president finally, certify which one should be the CJI, Chief Justice of India. So there is no direct involvement of any administrative body, or it should not be politically influenced. It is an independent body, judiciary system. Okay. Now the Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly, the idea to have a constitution was actually given by a political philosopher whose name was M.N. Roy. And this Constituent Assembly of India, 1946, this came in effect to, write the Constitution of India under the this Cabinet Mission Plan, and it took place.
Ma'am,
Yes,
do you
yes.
need to move the slide up, ma'am? Are you speaking about this slide only?
No, Constituent Assembly. It is not sure.
It is showing that governance, polity, and administration, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. Let me check. Is it visible now? Constituent Assembly?
No, ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It
Now
is
it is
fine.
sure. Okay, okay, fine.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I will repeat once again. This idea to have this Constituent Assembly was given by M.N. Roy. He was a political philosopher. And then the Constituent Assembly of India came in effect, in 1946, to write the Constitution of India under the Cabinet, mission plan. And it took place on 9th of December 1946. Earlier, Dr. Sachidananda Sinha was elected as its ad hoc chairman. And then the chairman was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, permanent chairman. And then Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar had given this, authority, or you can say the chairman of drafting committee. He drafted all those sessions. He studied so many constitutions of the country, and then he drafted our constitution. So remember these dates, and the respective ad hoc and chairperson and chairman of drafting committee. These are the important dates and important names. And then the Constituent Assembly approved the Constitution on 11th of November 1949, and it came into effect, in on 26th of January 1950. So this took around 2 years, 11 months, and 8 days to complete the Constitution. And on that day, 26th of January 1950, India became the Republic. Same day. So this Constitution, our Constitution had 395 articles in okay. Okay. Now, this Constituent Assembly consists of 389 members, 296 elected from the British India, and 93 are the representatives of the native states, because at the time of independence, our country is not having the structure as we are seeing today. There are many states who were separated from this nation, and gradually as the time passes they are came and merged in the country after few years, few tens of years, around I think 60s, still 60s we are having, not having the structure that we are seeing today. So earlier it was like 389 members and 296 elected from British India, and then 93 representatives of native states. All right. Now, some of the salient features of the Constitution. There are main aspiring factors and then some prominent features. So, main aspiring factors that we are in our Constitution have preamble, the introductory, the first page of our constitution, which is very, very, very important. We'll see what uh, does it contain, what is the preamble meant for, and then fundamental rights, which are taken from the American Bill of Rights. Then directive principles. Directive principles are taken from the Irish Constitution, and then the federal setup, that we are having the central government. So that setup again taken from the US Constitution, US government, and then a Government of India Act 1935. So these are the main aspiring factors, and some prominent features that we have a federal polity, and we are having a sovereign, socialist, secular, and democratic republic. Each word has its own meaning. Okay. And then parliamentary form of government. We are having a parliament and with two sections, two major houses, and then the Indian citizens awarded with some fundamental rights. Then we have independent judiciary. Then we this constitution or our country only allows single citizenship, and then the people should follow some rules, some duties they have to obey as per the constitution, that we call fundamental duties. So these are the some of the important uh, features.
Ma'am,
Now, yeah.
when you say fundamental rights, American Bill of Rights, directive principles, so have we borrowed some of the principles from
Yes,
these
yes, yes,
constitutions? Okay, okay.
yes. They are taken from various constitutions, right, of the various countries. So, yes. So federal polity means ki we have like a central government system, then state government. You know, central government is the authoritative power, and state government also has some powers, but it is under the rules and regulations of the central. So the authoritative power is central government. Now, that second term is sovereign, socialist, secular, and democratic. So, what does it mean? Sovereign. What does it mean? Anyone?
Ma'am, I mean, like our India is not dependent on anyone. It's independent, something like that.
Yes.
In
Yes. It
Hindi, I
is
think we
having
call
its
it
own
center of the
power.
power.
Right? It is not under any outside authority. It is having its own authoritative power. That means sovereign. Okay. Then socialist means
That we are following the policies which is basically for people of India. I mean, we won't follow the capitalist uh,
yes.
policies.
Yes. We are having the mixed economy, you can say. Okay. And secular means?
Like we will be free from these. I mean, although India is not in, I mean, the state will not interfere in these things. Like if they are giving some fund to any particular religion, I mean, they can't give fund to any particular religion. They have to give to everyone. Like we have different religions, so they will be for everyone. India is for everyone, not for any particular religion.
Yes, yes, it is true that there should not be any particular state religion, you can say, or you can say the state belongs to that particular region or that religion, or that state belongs to that particular religion. No. So, state has to treat all the religions equally, all right, and it is democratic. How it is democratic?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
My voice. Now it is clear. Hello.
Ma'am, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, ma'am, it's
So
not
we are.
clear. I think it's breaking.
It's breaking again.
Can you talk for a while, ma'am? We will know.
Okay. Okay. So we are talking about democratic, right? So what does it mean? Democratic means that I was asking you.
Yeah, democratic means, ma'am, the way India is, like everyone has. I mean, the citizen of India will be at the top, and government should be for us.
Yeah, so all the authoritative bodies like prime minister or various chief ministers of state, they all are elected by the people, right? And for the people, because those rulers or those authoritative bodies or ministers, they all are responsible to them. So that's how it is called the democratic one. And also it is republic because it has an elected head of the state and the nation, all right. So that is why it is republic. Parliamentary form, we have two houses, as we all know, Lok Sabha, lower house, and Rajya Sabha, upper house. And fundamental rights we'll discuss, and independent judiciary also will discuss, and then single citizenship we'll also discuss in some detail, and fundamental duties too. Okay.
Ma'am, can
Ma'am,
you please explain that one republic? Sorry, Sakshi.
okay,
Republic
okay.
didn't go into my head, ma'am.
Okay, because it has our country has, or a state has, an elected head. Okay, the person is the elected one. Okay, the people elected indirectly, because we elected, like for a state, MLAs, member of assembly, and in the nation for the parliament we elect MP, that is member of parliament, and among them the head of those elected candidates, they choose one as a head of the state or head of the nation, that is PM or CM. So that's why it is republic. Okay.
Oh, okay, got it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I have read somewhere, I don't know I'm right or wrong, maybe I'm confusing. In parliament form of government means Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha plus president, no?
Yes,
Like
president is also a part. Yeah, but he is not elected by the people, right? So that's why I'm not considering him. But when we discuss about the parliament, then we'll consider president, then two houses. Okay?
okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Now the preamble to the constitution. Now, preamble is, you can say it is a preparatory or, introductory statement. at the, you can say, uh, the draft of preamble, or the constitution, the preparatory or introductory statement, you can understand by the term this preamble. So this draft of preamble was prepared by Jawaharlal Nehru and is based on the American model. And this preamble states that we, the people of India, having solemnly resolve the constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure all its citizens. Now, how? The first is justice, then liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. Then third, equality of status and of opportunities. Then fourth, fraternity by assuring the dignity of the individual and unity and integrity of the nation. So in our constitution, constituent assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this constitution. So this is the preamble, the first page of our constitution. And in the 42nd Amendment, 1946, these two words, socialist and secular, were added. So remember this 42nd Amendment, it is important. And this 42nd Amendment was termed as mini constitution because there were so many amendments were affected in the constitution in this amendment, 42nd Amendment. So these two words were added later, okay? In 1946, these two words were added. Now,
Ma'am,
main features, huh?
I'm sorry I'm interrupting you again, but I think this 42nd constitutional amendment happened in 1976 during Indira Gandhi government.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 46, I think. Written.
Acha, 46. No. Okay, it is
42nd
7.
amendment happened in 1976, I think.
Okay.
I have
No.
read some.
Ha. You are right.
Ma'am,
Take minute. Once a minute. Uh-huh.
and one more thing were added, socialist, secular, and integrity, I think also. Sorry, ma'am, I'm interrupting you again and again.
It's 76. Hmm.
Ma'am, when was the emergency, ma'am? Is the same period?
It's done in 75 or, 75 or 76. Okay, 1976, right?
According to Wikipedia.
Hmm. All right. Hmm. Okay. So, yes, 1976, these two words were added. Now, the main features of preamble. This concept was taken from USA, and the language used was taken from France. And initially, it was called objective resolution, and then this preamble states the basic structure of constitution is like that. We in the government of India have three bodies: executive body, then parliamentary bodies, and judicial system. So this executive consists of a president, vice president, cabinet ministers, and these executive body has the responsibility to pass the laws and made by the legislature. And the legislature of parliament consists of two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And these two houses, basically, importantly, the Lok Sabha has the responsibility to make the laws, and of course to pass it, and before implementation, Rajya Sabha should also stamp on that law. So the third body is judiciary, which consists of Supreme Court of India, and it has the responsibility to resolve or to solve all the conflicts between some departments, some executives, and legislature, or other public related matters, or any conflicts between any two bodies. So this the Supreme Court is the highest authoritative body, and states we have high courts, and high court is again a state supreme body, and various districts or divisions, they have various district courts, or some more. There may be two benches of a high court in a one state at two different places, so that the people can access uh, the judiciary system. Now there are some schedules in the constitution. Basically, we have this constitution of India had 395 articles in 22 parts and 8 schedules earlier at the time of commencement. But later on, at present, it has 448 articles in 25 parts and 12 schedules. So there are basically 12 schedules, and each schedule, takes different things in account. Like the first schedules, the various, how many, the state formation or union territory formation. And then the second schedule contains, the salaries of the supreme authorities, like president, governors, judges, and then auditor general, and so on. Then third schedule contains various oaths which has to be taken when you acquire some post, and affirmation. And fourth schedule, it contains the seats allocations of each state, depends on the population of that state, and various other factors. So how many seats of members of parliament or legislature will be given. So it contains that. And fifth schedule, it contains the administration, and control of some tribal areas. Then there is a schedule which contains administration of northeastern states. Then there is a schedule which allocate the powers and functions between the unions and state, like center uh, power, then state what powers they enjoy. So that way there is various things they cover in various schedules. So each schedule has its own uh, things in it. So there is again a schedule which it contains the provisions of disqualification on the grounds of defection. So they are added, like 12th schedule was added in 74th amendment in 1992, and 11th schedule in 73rd amendment. So they amend, and they include various schedules by adding some more important factors. So, likewise, you have to remember how many articles are there, how many schedules are there, and articles are again, very important in articles in parts and schedules. So, articles are some of the articles you must remember, which I'll tell you later. And at present, we are having 28 states and 8 union territories. So, any one of you can tell the union territories? 8 union territories?
Yeah, yeah, I can try, ma'am. Maybe I miss some of them.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, okay. Lakshadweep,
Yes.
दादरा एंड नगर हवेली एंड दमन एंड दीव एक साथ है ये.
Yeah, one.
पौंडीचेरी,
Yeah.
दिल्ली,
Delhi.
yeah, Delhi
Yeah,
is,
ma'am.
Yes, yes.
yeah, and how can I forget this?
Yeah,
Ladakh,
ma'am.
Ladakh,
Yes. Latest one.
Andaman
Jammu and
Nicobar,
Kashmir.
Andaman Nicobar,
Andaman
uh,
Nicobar.
Jammu Kashmir.
Jammu Kashmir. Yes.
One more there is it Chandigarh?
Yes, of course. It is Chandigarh, near to Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh, Chandigarh. You can go from top to bottom, or by alphabetically you can count.
Yeah,
So,
eight, eight are done.
yeah, 8 are done. And 28 states, the others are states. Okay. So, remember a few of them. It's not compulsory, I just asked. Okay. Now, one very important topic, official language. Official language, basically, India has no official language, okay? But the official language of Union Government of Republic of India is said to be Hindi, and English is secondary official language, okay? So, this official language of the Constitution of India states that the official language of Union shall be Hindi in Devanagari script, which was, supported by High Court ruling, and then uh, the eighth schedule of Indian Constitution are sometimes referred to without legal standing. Okay. So if somebody asks what is the national language of India, so we can't say that Hindi is the national language. But officially, a union government of Republic of India, it is considered to be Hindi, and this English is the second language. So remember this thing. And we have 22 recognized languages. Okay. The languages having a script, so or they are spoken by a large number of people, then they are included in this recognized languages, because earlier it was less, but in 67 Sindhi was added by some amendment, 21st Amendment. Then Konkani, Manipuri, Nepali were added in 92, uh, and so on. So Mathili, Bodo, Dogri added in after 2000. So in all, there are 22 recognized languages. I'll tell you, I have not written in the slide, but it is Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Manipuri, Malayalam, Konkani, Marathi, Nepali, Odia, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu, Santhali, Bodo, Mathili, and Dogri. All right, so all uh, the later languages, no, 4 5 languages, you must learn Santhili, Bodo, Mathili, and Dogri. All right. So all this four, Santhali, Maithili, Bodo, Dogri, these languages were added by 92nd Amendment in 2003. So these four languages are the latest one who are included in this 22 recognized languages. All right, now then we come to important topic, fundamental rights. So fundamental rights are in part 3 of Indian Constitution 1949. From Article 12 to Article 35, there are various rights given to the citizens of India. The framer of the Indian Constitution, as we all know, borrowed from the USA. So this part 3 of the Constitution is rightly, described as the Magna Carta of India. So remember this, the fundamental rights taken from USA, and this is called the Magna Carta of India. The fundamental rights, they guaranteed by the Constitution to all the persons without any discrimination. So they are named because they are guaranteed and protected by the Constitution, which is the fundamental law of the land. So originally, the right to property was also included in the fundamental rights. However, the 44th of amendment, which was passed in 1978, revised the status of property rights by stating that no person shall be deprived of his or her property save by authority of law. So this is again an important aspect. So first is right to equality. Now right to equality covers Article 14 to Article 18. So four articles, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So 14 includes equality before law and equal protection of law. It is regarding the law. In front of the law, all are equal. Now, for Article 15 states that prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. So this is again important. Then Article 16 says equality of opportunities in matter of public employment. So all are equal. Then Article 17 uh, Article 17 states and of untouchability. Okay. And Article 18, abolition of titles like military and academic distinctions. However, they are exempted. So, abolition of titles in Article 18, like earlier it was given sir, or something like a Badshah or Maharaja or something, some titles they gave earlier during Britisher time also. So those titles were abolished. Then there is a right to freedom. Now, right to freedom guarantees the citizens of India three fundamental freedoms are given. So, freedom of speech and expression, first one. Then this is under Article 19, okay? Under Article 19, 20, 21, and 22. All right. So these four articles are, dedicated to right to freedom. So freedom of speech, expression, freedom of assembly, freedom to form associations or societies, or trust or something like that. Then freedom of movement, you can move anywhere in the country. Now freedom of residence and settlement, you can settle anywhere, any place you want to. Then freedom of profession, any profession you can uh, go in, you can just qualify the exams, or do some courses, or that particular professional course, then you are eligible to adopt that profession. Then occupation, any trade or any business you can start. Then article 20, protection in respect of conviction of offenses. Then 21, it is protection of life and personal liberty. Then article 22, protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. So main points you just remember, which article comes at which fundamental right, you remember this. I'm just explaining just in detail, somewhat in detail, but you don't need to remember all these things, but main thing you should remember. Then right against exploitation. Right against exploitation, it covers article 23 and 24. Now, Article 23 is about the trafficking of human beings. This is prohibited. Then Article 24, no child below the age of 14 can be employed. This states in Article 24. This is important, I think. Right against exploitation, Article 23 and 24. Then right to freedom of religion. Right to freedom of religion, it covers Article 25 to 28, like freedom of conscience, freedom of of free profession and practice and religion. Then uh, freedom as to religious ceremonies you can attend anywhere you want to. You can accept whatever you want to. You can follow the religion whatever you want to. It's not compulsory to follow a particular religion whole through your life. Then cultural and educational rights. Now, cultural and educational right, it covers Article 29 to 31. So Article 29 is about the protection of minorities, interests of minorities, so that they cannot be overruled by the majority of the people. Then Article 30 is about the right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions of their own. So this is under the Article 30. Then Article 31 is there, and there are minority institutions also, because they have the right to establish and administer their education institutions of their own. So, likewise, there is some freedom is given to the cultural and educational side, and there is right to constitutional remedies under Article 32. So this is considered to be the heart and soul of the Constitution, because it gives the right to move the Supreme Court in case of violation of any right, right? So this is called the heart and soul of the country's constitution by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar ji. So just remember all these rights. They are important. You to know all the rights as a citizen of India. So I think I end here itself. It's already like time. If you have any doubt, you can ask. After that, we'll move tomorrow. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, voice is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.